All right, Damian Lillard trade to the Milwaukee Bucks. Everybody's talking about it. This is a big trade right before the start of the 2023-24 NBA season. Damian Lillard traded from the Portland Trail Blazers to the Milwaukee Bucks in exchange for Jrue Holiday, Deandre Ayton, Toumani Camara, whoever that guy is, and first round picks. And also we see Phoenix Suns up in the mix. They get Jusuf Nurkić from the Portland Trail Blazers, Grayson Allen from the Bucks, Nassir Little from the Trail Blazers, and Keon Johnson. I don't know where he came from. Projected starting lineup, according to ESPN, has Damian Lillard at the point guard, Malik Beasley at shooting guard, Chris Middleton, small forward, Giannis Antetokounmpo at power forward, and Brook Lopez at center. You look over to the right, points per game as of last season, Damian Lillard averaging 32.2 and Giannis 31.1. So for the season, the Bucks now have two top five scorers in Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. As you can see, Damian Lillard was third in scoring behind Luka Doncic and Joel Embiid. And then Giannis at 5 behind SGA of OKC. And then, of course, to round out the top 10, you have Jason Tatum at 6, Steph at 7, KD at 8, LeBron James, 20 seasons in, at 9, and Donovan Mitchell at the 10th spot. So, two top 5 scorers. Damian Lillard, 32.2, Giannis, 31.1 at last season. Okay. So, well, all this scoring, what about defense, right? Now, if we go back to the trade, we see that Jrue Holiday is no longer on the Milwaukee Bucks. He's on the Portland Trail Blazers, but we know he's not going to stay on the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland Trail Blazers in full rebuild mode. They have Scoot Henderson. They have Anthony Simons. Sorry. So they've got young guards that they're going to develop. So Jrue Holiday's obviously going to be on the move. But the problem here with this trade is not so much that the Milwaukee Bucks gave up defense to get more offense. Clearly, Damian Lillard is seen as a better player than Jrue Holiday to most NBA fans, right? However, not keeping Jrue Holiday on the team now poses a threat to the Milwaukee Bucks because Jrue Holiday is not going to stay on the Portland Trail Blazers. He's going to get bought out, which means a contender that will likely face the Bucks in the playoffs can now scoop up Jrue Holiday to shut down Damian Lillard. So Miami Heat, for example, right? They missed out on Damian Lillard. But if they can get Jrue Holiday, now they have a guy that can stop Damian Lillard and still defeat the Milwaukee Bucks. Looking at landofbasketball.com website, shout out to landofbasketball.com. And they show us last season in a game between the Bucks and the Trailblazers on February 6, 2023, a game in which the Bucks won favorably, 127-108. They compare, or they allow us to compare, Jrue Holiday and Damian Lillard. And so if we go stat by stat, we see the point differential is not much. Jrue Holiday at 20, Damian Lillard at 28 points. Assist, Jrue Holiday had 8, Damian Lillard 5. steals, negligible basically, and blocks as well. Let's go over to field goal percentage. So this will be modern day Jrue Holiday versus modern day Damian Lillard. Jrue Holiday had a better field goal percentage. Damian Lillard, 7 of 18 for 38% field goal shooting against Jrue Holiday. That's the defense of Jrue Holiday against Damian Lillard. Now put Jrue Holiday on a team that's going to face the Bucks. This is what Jrue Holiday can do against Damian Lillard. You look at the three-point percentage. Obviously, Damian Lillard is considered far superior in three-point shooting to Jrue Holiday. But in this game, they both only made 2 threes. You see Damian Lillard went 2 for 7. Jrue Holiday 2 for 8. That's the defense of Jrue Holiday. And let's go back to the past when Jrue Holiday was on the Pelicans. So way back 2019, 2020. Let's look at those games. Also in those games, Jrue Holiday's team won. As you can see the scores, right? So I'm not going to read line for line, but just looking, right? Points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. The numbers look similar, right? The numbers look similar. You see what I'm saying? And if we go to the far right, you see. Actually, let me do that. There we go. Jrue Holiday keeping Damian Lillard in a low field goal percentage. Damian Lillard in that first game from 2019 shot 6 of 21 for round up to 29% field goal percentage, which is horrible. And for only 18 points for that game. And then if we look at the bottom, that 2020 game, Pelicans Trailblazers, Jrue Holiday, excellent field goal percentage, 7 of 12 for 58%. Damian Lillard, 6 of 16 for 38% field goal percentage, which is horrible, and he only got 20 points out of that. So to basically explain what I'm getting at is that the Milwaukee Bucks needed to keep Jrue Holiday to really, really take advantage of adding Damian Lillard to their team. Why? Because you don't want to give up a player that can guard the player that you just traded for and really guard them. Like, okay, the Lakers would do this, right? Where Meta World Peace, or back at the time, Ron Artest, right, would guard Kobe. And, hey, man, Ron Artest is a beast. So what they did was, instead of having Ron Artest guard Kobe on the opposing team, they got Ron Artest to be on their team, so that way there was less of a threat to the Lakers against whatever team Ron Artest played on. So now Ron Artest only guards him in practice, but they're on the same team. The point that I'm trying to make here is, it's one thing to trade for a player, but if you can get players that would pose the most threat to your best player to also be on that team, I mean, you increase your chances of winning the championship. The Lakers tried to get Kawhi Leonard. Yes, Kawhi Leonard is a star, and that's one reason to do it. But also, Kawhi Leonard makes LeBron James struggle. You get what I'm saying? So Kawhi Leonard has always been a threat to LeBron James on defense. So if you can get Kawhi Leonard on the Lakers, you see what I'm saying? So going back to the point I'm making here, Damian Lillard and Jrue Holiday on the same team helps Damian Lillard because now Jrue Holiday's not on that team. He's going to get bought out by the Portland Trail Blazers. Anybody can get him. The Lakers might try to get him. I mean, everybody's going to try to get him, especially everybody that's trying to compete for a championship because of what he offers on defense. Now that team gets him, and now the Bucks play that team. You're going to get numbers like this. You're going to get Damian Lillard struggling against Jrue Holiday. Okay? Yes, Damian Lillard, and we're not taking anything away from Damian Lillard's offensive prowess. He's elite. No question. And he's going to score a ton of points on a lot of teams. My question is, how many points is he going to score on the team that Jrue Holiday's on? And what's his field goal percentage going to be? Now, just to wrap this all up, back in the day, Damian Lillard was the go-to guy. He was it for offense, right? I mean, at this time, he also had C.J. McCollum. We're still looking at these stats here, but he was it, right? He was it. Now, with Giannis on the team, that takes pressure off of Damian Lillard being guarded up, right? That's the idea, right? And then you got Brook Lopez, who's sneaky pick and pop player. You got a lot of action going on. So hopefully Giannis can help Damian Lillard be more efficient against the next time he has to play Jrue Holiday, because Jrue Holiday is elite on defense. And as we've seen statistically, they're about the same when they play each other. Obviously not for the season, statistically, they're not close. But when they play each other, statistically, they're the same because Jrue Holiday has the ability to bring Damian Lillard down to his level because of his defense. He's able to turn Damian Lillard into Jrue Holiday on offense. I'll show you.